What's going on, everybody? Got involved in another one of these tagged videos on a video series talking about if you can carry one knife, what would it be? Maybe a knife that you can't carry due to restrictions in where you live, or something like that, or something to that effect. I'll go ahead and put that video series in the title so you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about. But I was tagged by Abe over at It's a Wonderful Knife, another California native, although he's a little bit more south of where I live. But he did mention I lived in California, and more specifically, I live in Los Angeles County. Not going to tell you what city I live in, and Abe was right. We do have some pretty decent knife laws in the state of California. However, some of the county laws and city laws are going to obviously supersede the state law and give you some further restrictions. But basically in California, you can carry any length, pretty much, folding knife. As long as it's folded in your pocket and concealed, you can carry it. Obviously, you cannot carry switchblades, auto knives, as well as some other restrictions. But any kind of just assisted opening, or most assisted opening knives, and also manual folders of any length you can carry. Like I said, just has to be concealed. Something a little bit, I don't know, not controversial, but some people are having just there's discussion on whether or not this is true or how true it is, but technically if you carry a knife clipped to your front pocket here, it's got to be concealed. If your clip isn't deep carry, or even if the clip is exposed, if someone can still tell that that's a knife in your pocket, that's not concealed. And if a law enforcement officer was really having a bad day or wanted to give you a really bad day, depending on where you live, technically you could get in trouble for carrying a knife that's not concealed, a folding pocket knife. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but I do know that of someone that has had that happen to them, specifically in the city of Los Angeles. A friend of mine had a knife clipped to their front pocket, and part of the knife was still exposed, so they actually got in trouble. I don't know to what extent, but it was mentioned when they were pulled over that the knife has to be completely concealed. But anyways, as I was saying, I do live in Los Angeles County, and there are some restrictions within the county that are different from state law. Now, in the state of California, you can carry a fixed blade knife if it is not concealed. You cannot carry a concealed fixed blade at all. If you want to open carry a fixed blade, you can. I believe, I don't think there's a blade limit as far as the state goes. However, in many cities and counties, there are some blade length limits or some restrictions, period. Which brings me to, like I said, LA County, you cannot carry a fixed blade knife at all. Can't carry it concealed because the state does not allow that, neither does the city or the county. And also, you can't carry it open, regardless of the size. Well, actually, I take that back. I believe that 3 inches in LA County, you can carry a fixed blade open carry. But as I was saying, basically, I'm pretty much SOL from where I live as far as carrying a fixed blade at all. Just day-to-day use, and I think that's what I would want to carry the most. And the only 2 fixed blades I have is my Mora bushcraft knife and my K-Bar Heavy Bowie. And to be honest, some nights when I'm walking or jogging at night, even though this is a little bit heavy and a little bit large, I'd still love to carry this. I know some sheeple, we should say, might not enjoy the sight of that, but shoot, man, I'd carry that on my belt just for, I was just watching Crocodile Dundee recently, and he's like, I remember that part where he pulls out his knife, he's like, that's a knife, that just for the wow factor. I don't know, just kind of cool. I think that's what sorry for the really bad impression, but love to carry a fixed blade. It's kind of, some of the laws are just really stupid, especially in a state or specifically in a county where it's almost virtually impossible to get a concealed weapons permit for a gun or even for a fixed blade knife, unless you're law enforcement. I know there are other counties that you can get them easier in California, but LA County is one of the hardest. It's really difficult to get a concealed weapons permit, almost impossible. But yeah, that's pretty much my take on it. I'd love to carry a fixed blade, but I can't because I live in Los Angeles County, even though you're allowed to in the state of California open carry a fixed blade. Don't ask me if that makes sense or not. One thing I want to say though is in LA County, you can carry these for recreational use or for your job, depending on what it is, as long as you have a specific use for it. You know, like chopping wood or things like that, and you also can transport it to and from those activities. So there are some there's some leeway to be able to carry it in certain situations, certain circumstances. Obviously, I like to carry mine when I go backpacking and hiking, but I have a specific purpose for that. So, you know, that's pretty much it. Obviously, a lot of different cities and counties are going to be different. My experience comes from living in Los Angeles County. But again, even don't take my advice or my word for it. Go and read the ordinances and the laws for yourself. I don't take any responsibility if you live in Los Angeles and you take my advice. Definitely don't. Go out and research it for yourself and prove me wrong, because I'd love to hear about something if I'm wrong about something. So that's it. Just a little disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer or anything close to it. So that's it. Want to thank Abe for tagging me. I have to tag a few channels, and honestly, I don't know who I'm going to tag. I just wanted to get this video knocked out real quick. I'll go ahead and put the names of some people in the description box. So if I tag you and you guys want to do the video, feel free to. But if you don't, obviously you're not obligated to. And I know how it feels to be tagged a lot. I know sometimes you can't do the video or you don't want to, or just got other stuff going on. So in that case, you just got a free shout out. Don't worry about it if you're tagged unless you really want to do the video. So anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Happy 4th of July, and I hope everyone's doing well. Talk to you later. Peace.